Yeah. Jason. Kiki mama, Kiki mama, Kiki mama, mama, mama. I am the fire Jason, slasher and not a Jason, just an abomination, needs a job application. Slasher is super lame, just wants all of my fame. I mean, who am I to blame? You can't beat fire Jason. Run, hiding, run faster. Fire! I am Fire Jason, can't be Fire Jason. I'm going to stab you, I'm going to kill you nuts. This lit on fire, I am lit on fire. You are lit on fire, we are lit on fire. They are all running, running from me. They cannot hide, they quickly died. You cannot hide, I'll make you die. All of them cried, I'll make you cry. You cannot replace me, can't get rid of Fire Jason. Slasher will not replace me, not as strong as Fire Jason. You cannot replace me, can't get rid of Fire Jason. This guy likes us in big tires, oh my god, my nose on fire. You cannot replace me, can't get rid of Fire Jason. Slasher will not replace me, not as strong as Fire Jason. You cannot replace me, can't get rid of Fire Jason. This guy likes us in big tires, oh my god, my nose on fire. This is it, Slasher, fuck you, I hate you. Will stop trying to be me, oh you'll never be me. Yeah, I will kill you just like all of the others. I don't care that you're a killer, I'll still kill you all. Kiki mama, 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 mama, Kiki mama, Kiki mama, Kiki mama. Oh, yeah, you shit on Slasher. You'll never be me. The fuck out of here. God.
What will create
Married people, what's the cutest thing your partner did that made you want to marry them again? I've been married to my wife Malia for 9 years, and honestly, the last couple years turned us into roommates who just happened to raise 2 kids together. Between my accounting job, her physical therapy practice, and our boys destroying everything they touched, we barely had time to look at each other. Then Malia had knee surgery last spring, and I became her nurse, cook, and taxi driver on top of everything else. Romance. We were lucky if we stayed awake through a TV show together. My 40th birthday rolled around in October, and Malia said she was too exhausted to plan anything. I told her I didn't care about parties anyway. Turning 40 felt more like a reminder that I was getting old and boring than something to celebrate. The day came, and work dragged on forever. My co-workers got me a grocery store cake, sang off key, and that was it. I drove home expecting pizza and maybe falling asleep on the couch. But when I pulled into the driveway, every light in the house was off. I figured the power went out, but then I saw something glowing on the porch. Little LED lights were stuck to Legos, making a trail across the yard. Our kids loved Legos, so I assumed this was some project they started and abandoned. I followed the lights around the side of the house to our backyard. The trail led straight to our shed, the one I kept saying I'd clean out but never did. The door was cracked open, and warm light spilled out. I pushed it open and froze. The entire shed looked like our old college apartment threw up in there. Band posters I hadn't seen in 15 years covered the walls. My ancient Radiohead shirt from sophomore year hung on a hook. There was even the ugly beanbag chair Malia and I used to fight over during movie nights. A small desk sat in the corner with our old DVD player and a stack of cases. On top was the first movie we ever watched together. Some terrible action film I can't believe she remembered. But what made my throat close up was the journal sitting right in the middle of everything. It had my name written on the cover in Malia's handwriting. I picked it up and opened to the first page. February 14th. You brought me coffee in bed even though you hate waking up early. You remembered I like it with too much cream. I love you for the small things. I flipped through more pages. Dozens of entries. Hundreds of tiny moments I'd completely forgotten or didn't think mattered. April 3rd. You stayed up with Kyle when he had that fever even though you had a morning meeting. You didn't complain once. June 22nd. You fixed my car without telling me because you knew I was stressed about money. August 9th. You grabbed my hand during that scary movie even though you pretend nothing scares you. Every single page was filled with things I did without thinking. Moments I thought disappeared into normal married life. But she'd been writing them down for over a year. Watching me. Remembering me. I was crying before I finished the second page. Not sad crying. The kind that just happens when something hits you so hard you can't hold it in. Found the time machine, huh? I turned around and Malia was standing in the doorway, knee brace and all, holding a small cardboard box. She limped over and sat on the beanbag, patting the spot next to her. I sat down and she opened the box. Inside were 2 plastic toy rings, the kind you get from quarter machines at the grocery store. She pulled one out and held it up. "Want to marry me again, time traveler?" I completely lost it, full on sobbing into my hands while she laughed and cried with me. It wasn't about the decorations or the theme or any of that. It was no
So imagine being bored on Roblox, when suddenly you find a random Roblox game that gives you hours of genuine fun. Well, I get some more games like that for you to play, because today we're talking about 30.
Oh my god, guys, my crush kissed me. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, quick recap. Last time, she hugged me after our walk and said,
"See you tomorrow, singer boy."
That was 3 days ago and we haven't stopped talking since. Texting till midnight, walking home together, sharing songs. Somehow she's already part of my everyday. First off, she posted a video of me singing on her story with a tiny red heart right over my face. Yeah, my face. My friends went feral in the group chat. One said, bros live in the dream.
More fun Roblox games that I found out of nowhere. You'll see simulators, shooters, obbies, adventures, and more. Now look, this is Harmless Detective, one of the games that I found by pure accident, and I somehow actually finished it in one sitting, and I have less than 12 minutes to show you all of them. So let's begin, shall we? Let's start with some fighting and shooter games on our list. And this game I'm going to show you is actually so big that the developers went on a whole month break because of it. And the name of it is Noob Fighter Symphony, an amazing bullet hell fighting game in which you take on a role of multiple characters with unique abilities. And actually, how about we place each game on a tier list to learn which game is the best, F being the average game and S being the most fun game you could play. Noob Fighter Symphony will get a fun rating of A, because this game is actually so long that it can take 2 hours to complete, and that forced the developers on a month break, so give it a try. And the next game is Chaos at the Bistro, a game about a chaotic fight that broke out at a bar. Grab chairs, bottles, tools, even your hands will do. But stuff that is happening down here is basically hell on earth. Chaos at the Bistro will be getting a fun rating of A, because while this game is very fun, it's also quite repetitive. And this next Roblox game was made by a legendary Roblox developer, and it definitely shows, because the third game we have is Gravedigger, an amazingly smooth fighting game where you take a side in an alternate version of World War I and try to capture the opposite side's buildings. This game offers some insanely good gunplay, awesome roster of numerous weapons to choose from, and of course classes to suit your gameplay style. And Gravedigger will be getting a fun rating of
Today I unfortunately created the worst pick and mix to exist. Packed a 10kg bucket of sweets with me. I'll show you the sweets I would never put inside my own pick and mix. Starting off with the baby dolphins. I don't like the taste of these. Next we have Haribo cola bottles. I'm sorry, you can't convince me that they're actually good. A bunch of licorice bricks and even more shrimps. How could you even like these? Worst one yet, licorice wheels. Red chili gummies. Raspberries and blackberries. Again with the Haribo wine gums. Mini watermelon slices only because the big ones are better. Some rhubarbs and custards. I can't stand snowies. Also strawberry pencil bites, they're just not my thing. Triple hearts. And the most controversial one, I do not like milk chocolate mini eggs. Okay, I missed a few, but chocolate fudge, especially mint chocolate. Day one, people know I hate yellow paintballs, although generally I don't like marshmallows. Okay, that's the bucket complete. These are all the sweets I will not put inside my order. Do you agree with my worst pick and mix selection? Today I unfortunately created the worst.
Select your Halloween.
My landlord tried to sleep with my brother, but accidentally made us millionaires. Living in that apartment with my brother should have been simple. We wanted a peaceful life, but the second we met our landlord, everything felt off. She was obsessed with him, and I mean obsessed in the way that makes you check your locks twice at night. She thought I was his girlfriend, but the second I told her we were siblings, she completely changed. Whenever he'd try to handle things professionally, asking when he could pay rent, she'd lean in close and tell him he didn't need to pay that way, that there were other arrangements they could make. My brother always refused politely but firmly, yet each rejection seemed to make her bolder, more determined, as if his lack of interest was just another challenge to overcome. This wasn't just an awkward situation anymore. The first time I came home and heard movement in my brother's room, so he must have been home early from work. But when I knocked to let him know I was home, I heard something crash to the floor, the distinct sound of someone panicking. I said, "Hey, you all right in there?" but got no response. I thought he might be hurt or something, so pushed it open. However, my brother wasn't in there. I saw our landlord standing there, her hands still on my brother's dresser drawer, frozen after I caught her. "What the hell are you doing?" I said, but she didn't know what to say. He was literally going through his clothes, taking some for herself. Then we heard the front odor open. It was him. And when he came over and saw what was happening, he knew exactly what it was. That's when he finally snapped, his voice shaking with rage as he told her to get the out before I call the cops. "I'm never sleeping with you. Never." She left that day with her face flushed, humiliated and angry, slamming our front door so hard the walls shook, and we both knew this wasn't over. The very next week, immediately after my brother had paid his rent in full, we had the receipt, the cleared check, everything. She served him with an eviction notice, giving him just days to vacate the apartment, claiming he was a destructive tenant who had violated his lease. We couldn't believe what we were reading. We now had no place to live, all because of this psycho lady who was obsessed with my brother. But that wasn't it, because that same night, we got another letter in the mail. It was a lawsuit. Not only was she evicting us, but she was now suing us for $1 million for being reckless tenants who wouldn't meet her needs. She was literally trying to ruin our lives. And when the court date came, she started telling the judge my brother was a reckless tenant who had destroyed her property. She claimed and completely trashed the living room. "Do you have proof of this?" the judge asked, and she already what her next move was. Yup, right here. And she eagerly pulled out her phone to show a video she'd taken. We all watched as she played footage of herself walking through our apartment, specifically through my brother's bedroom, the camera panning slowly across walls and furniture. But the room was immaculate, not a single hole in sight, not even a piece of trash on the floor, just his neatly made bed and organized desk. The judge studied the video carefully. Then he asked, "Where are the holes you mentioned?" But she paused for a second. "Oh, they're just behind the posters. You can't see them because he covered them up with them." At one point in the video, you could even catch her reflection in my brother's mirror, wearing an extremely revealing outfit. "Did you take this video while he was still living there?" She nodded confidently. "Yes, Your Honor. I just didn't want to invade his privacy by moving his posters." The judge's frown deepened as he leaned forward and asked the question that sealed her fate. "Well, since you were so concerned about not invading his privacy, I'm assuming you got his permission to enter the apartment when you took this video?" The courtroom went completely silent as her mouth opened to say something, but realized exactly what she did. The judge didn't need to wait. He turned to us and actually awarded us the full amount on the spot. My landlord tried to sleep with my brother.
S. An enormous amount of weapons and customization literally guarantees you're very unlikely to get bored of it. And this game was made by the
Welcome to Ring 2, one of the many areas in Eternal Towers of Hell. This area houses a fraction of the nearly 400 total towers that can be completed for a badge. Among them are roughly 25 citadels that go beyond the standard 10 floors, each with a custom amount that varies on the citadel. And that's why I'm here in Ring 2, to attempt one of the hardest citadels in the game's canon. As one of the tallest citadels in the whole game, this is the Citadel of Wacky Strategy. Not only does it contain the floor maximum of 25 floors, it is also known for its memorable last jump. And last year, I attempted this Citadel with the goal of completing it. But not only that, I attempted to complete it as my new hardest. Now, if you play Ito, I'm sure you know that Citadel of Wacky Strategy is rated Remorseless, and understanding that gives you a good idea of the Citadel's difficulty. But just in case someone watching this does not know what a Remorseless obby is, allow me to introduce to you this is the difficulty chart. And what you need to know is that the difficulties are divided into ranges of non-soul crushing and soul crushing. And as for cows, with a rating of 7.96, Cow stands at peak remorseless on the difficulty chart, lying on the border between soul crushing and non-soul crushing. And fun fact, when I attempted the Citadel last year, the difficulty rating was actually 7.99. That is how close the Citadel is to being considered soul crushing. Regardless, having the current hardest completion being Citadel Peril, I estimated that cows would remotely take me the same amount of time to complete, which is 4 days. It's like, I want to throw up. I honestly want to throw up just thinking about it. I'm streaming like early in the morning in case I for some reason actually like want to do this all day, which is unlikely. I'll probably get to pink after like an hour and then fail the outside. On one hand I have motivation, on the other hand I just don't. I've seen my friend try this so much. Anyways, I've practiced this a bit, but this is my first actual run. Like, I really shouldn't go in with this attitude, but I know I'm gonna spend an hour just to get the pink and fail the outside. These are not the floors I'm worried about, and if I spend a long time on them, I haven't practiced these ones like at all, but if I still spend like a long time on them, it's not gonna be really good.
Στο Vinted όλα γίνονται νέα ξανά. Εσύ κερδίζεις και εκείνοι τα λατρεύουν ξανά.
That is the first and the easiest outside done. And now we're kind of at a net. It's pretty much a net. See, the way I see it, this stream is going to go either one of two ways. No, I see it going 3 ways. I beat the outside of pink, I keep going. I fail pink outside, I quit. Or I fail pink outside and for some reason try again. You think I'm going to fail and rage quit? I mean, I don't blame you for that. It really depends how quick I get there. Oh my god, like I predicted, this is the floor I'd take the longest on, because this is actually like a low rem floor that's pretty lengthy. I think this is the end. Yeah. Well, the thing of cows is there's a lot of things at the end I'm not prepared for. All the floors past 18 are either like peak rem or insane. And when I mean pink, not this floor. This is not the floor I'm worried about. It's a different pink floor. Oh, I'm back down here! Bro. Okay, well this is the section I was worried about. What you have to do is you have to use this X pusher to move this platform and make this gigantic jump. This is like one of the reasons why I don't want to play the Citadel, because of this part right here. It's not engaging at all. And I just did it first try. Let's go. There it is, guys, the pink outside. Sorry for the interruption, but now that I feel like I've shown you enough of the earlier floors that led up to my goal for the day, I think it's time the video actually starts. Floor 10. the floor I've been dreading all day. It took me 40 minutes to get here, and it could all be for nothing in an instant. You might notice that I am going outside the Citadel. If I fall outside, then I am soft locked and I cannot re-enter, forcing me to completely restart. However, this floor contains an optional route which, if completed, will remove that soft lock, and I can re-enter the Citadel however many times I want to. Of course, if you try and fail this optional route, your run is over. Just gonna rest for a bit. Considering my skill level, I knew I would fall many times past this point. However, if I failed this button on my first attempt, then I'd be reconsidering whether or not I'm even remotely ready for the Citadel. Therefore, this button was not optional for me. It was required. Oh! That was a close last jump right there. First trying that section was a huge morale booster. With that complete, I could now re-enter the Citadel anytime I failed an outside, and also teleport back to floor 10 for the rest of the run. I wasn't gonna stop there. How far could I actually get on my first day? Unfortunately, in terms of difficulty, we're only just getting started. Welcome to the next 4 floors. And I hate when I fall here because I literally just have to jump down. Oh my. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god. I've practiced it so much, but it don't matter. Oh my god. It isn't an Ito Citadel if I loop the own segment anyways. I don't know why they... Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. What? Remorseless and like... Okay, bro. Bro! Oh. Three hours. I've spent an additional 3 hours on the next 6 floors. And from those 6 floors, about 80% of them were spent on the first 4. All of this just to get to the dropper. Oh, God. Oh, guys, I have to, like, do that every time I fall beyond this point. So, I don't know, I might give up, honestly, if I fall, we'll see. To be honest, I didn't even expect to get to the dropper on my first day, but getting past it, I consider this a win for me, because I knew now that I was past it, I knew exactly where my run would end. Floor 19. Undoubtedly, the scariest floor in the whole Citadel, because half of it is outside, with nearly all of the gameplay hovering above absolutely nothing. taking me 3 hours just to get here, it could all be for nothing if I failed any part of this outside. Oh yeah, that section in particular. If you're unfamiliar with how the floor works, there are 14 buttons scattered around that you must collect. But like I just said, half of these buttons are outside. My strategy was to get the outside buttons first, because if I failed them, then doing the inside buttons would practically have been for nothing. And if I managed to complete the outside buttons, then this would motivate me to get the rest of the ones inside, regardless of how many fails I could have on the inside buttons. Well, for our first round I did pretty well. Let's just... Oh yeah, these do a lot of damage! Like I expected, I failed floor 19's outside. Yet I wasn't really upset. And this isn't because I fell to the luckiest spot I possibly could have in the entire outside. No, I was happy because I almost made it to the final floors of the Citadel on the first day. Soon after, I would fall back down to the start. Okay, I lied. I jumped down willingly because someone in my chat told me to. But it was really because I knew I was done for the day. I mean, I played for 4 hours straight, and I was extremely happy with the progress that I made, but I also did not want to subject myself to beginning floors 11 to 14 again. It was obvious, after all, that I was going to return tomorrow to see if I could get even further, or come to a realization that maybe it was all beginner's luck. Yes! 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 Oh, 27 minutes saved. Maybe it'll teleport me when the time goes out. No. Something I need everyone watching this video to understand is that even though I have unlocked the floor 10 teleport, that doesn't really mean the rest of the Citadel is easy in the slightest. If I failed floor 19 outside, for example, I would need to do floors 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, the dropper, and 18 to finally get back to where I was, which can take up to hours for someone with my skill level. It wouldn't surprise me if many people who end up grinding the Citadel give up even if they consistently get to the floor 10 teleport, because after all, floor 10 isn't even halfway to floor 25. Yep, I knew it! Moments like that zipline are the reasons why cows is not fun. You get screwed over by things like that that are just not in your control and just ruins the grind. Oh, but what is Pizza Chef 99 doing in Ring 2? What are you doing in Ring 2?
I'm watching you suffer, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Oh my god, I look away and it's the first time I fail that.
I hate how like both green and red are like the most uninteresting floors of the Citadel. The only thing I find interesting on the green floor is the Walmart spinner. The Walmart Kelbic spinner.
Oh, that you can just skip?
Yes! Like every time I do it, it's just I think of Walmart, bro.
Low-key considering just quitting.
I mean, that's your choice.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I saw that. You are the man. And the fixer with the guy mine for diamonds giving up right as he's about to hit the diamonds. I mean, hey, at least you can say that you maybe can beat the soul crushing after doing this.
Can't. It's just not.
Uh-oh. Personally, though, I do think it is kind of a bold move to do. To be grinding this before doing a soul crushing.
Everyone thinks that. I know that.
So, you finally made it, huh?
Nope, my heart can't take this. Nope. I think I just go right outside.
Use T-post for that. And remember the trap. Yeah. First person. There you go.
I think I'm gonna fail this one.
You can skip it for now.
But I have to do it anyway.
Your call. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you had that jump.
I did too. The worst part is, I didn't even get the button there yet. I would have to do that again.
Oh. There's no way you're gonna continue doing that. Oh my... I would have quit after that. I'm gonna be real with you. Take a break, dude. You've been at this 4 hours. Rip.
Energy Fixed on Time Advanced.
Με το που γυρίσεις από το πάρεις, αυτό να πάρεις.
because all you really need to know right now is that it only gets worse from here. I'm starting to rethink doing the Citadel at all. And again, I hate it so much! Why did I do this? Guys, why did I choose to do this? I'm gonna be stuck on these floors forever! What? I just walk off. By the way, another reason why you shouldn't side read the Citadel is because of this part right here. And the dropper! Oh my god! No! 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 Oh my god, I've done— What?! You've got— I think the zipline's gonna take me off. Screw you! No. No! No! What?! You've gotta be kidding me, bro! That wasn't for me, man. I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but failing the outside of floor 19 for the third time made me have a little breakdown that day. I have fallen to the bottom of the Citadel once again. I have yet to floor 19, and I have begun to realize, in my honest opinion, that this Citadel is just a whole new level compared to Citadel Peril. Now, after all of that, you would think the smart option would be to take a break and try again another day. However, I mean, look, I got the outside button, so if I got there again, I would just have to get that last inside one. I was faced with a choice. I could either try this again another day, with the possibility of failing floor 19's outside again, or continue, getting the last inside button, and finally make progress. Entire way back up. The only time I really talked was briefly mentioning how I thought 19's outside 3 times. Other than that, I barely said a thing. And barely talking seemed to pay off, because in only 20 minutes, I was able to make it back to Cyan, which is extremely fast for someone of my skill level. Getting that last button, I was able to progress to the next floor, which thankfully is a break floor. Don't get me wrong though, some of these jumps are undoubtedly soul-crushing, and you won't convince me otherwise. It's just considered a break floor because the entire thing is netted. Also, as a nice plus, you get to listen to a sound that tries to imitate rain, but in reality is most likely just frying chicken in the background. Enjoy it while it lasts, because this is the only time you're seeing me do this floor in the whole video. I feel like I could just relax here for a really long time. Once I surpassed floor 20, I got teleported to floor 21, which for the love of God is also a break floor. which is very much needed as we are about to move on to the final stretch. And these last floors do not hold
Μετά από τόσο καιρό, ακόμα μυρίζεις φρεσκάδα.
back. Floor 22 sets the expectation that from this point on, all gameplay will be soul crushing. This floor alone requires a lot of practice, and with nothing to catch you falling from higher floors, you'll be doing this floor a lot. 23's outside should not be overlooked. If you fail this, you risk falling all the way back to your teleport at floor 10. And if that happens, is it really worth getting back here? The difficulty doesn't get easier. Floor 24 has a required section where you must avoid rising lava. If you fail this, you will die and start all the way back at floor 1. Floor 25, the last and arguably hardest floor in the whole Citadel. Not only must you control your nerves the entire time, but it is known for one of the most infamous jumps in the entire game. So, not only was I in a mentally unwell state from the floor 19 fail, but I was now going to attempt the hardest floors of the Citadel at the same time. Wanna know how that went? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. No, again? Oh, kill me. And one day, I spent nearly 6 hours failing over and over again. Easily being the worst day for my mental health, and having failed one of the last jumps twice, I was at my breaking point. I gave up. And to be honest, if I never went back into the Citadel after failing floor 19's outside that day, I might have given up completely. But since I just had to go back and get to the last floor just to fail one of the last jumps, I thought that maybe if I tried one more time. What? What? Excuse me? How did I hit my head? There's nothing to hit my head on, so why did I hit my head? Oh, hell no. I hit nothing. I hit nothing. That's such a joke. That is such a joke. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this setup, to be honest. I don't even know how to describe my anger after that fail. I've just about had it. I finally decided to take
Στο Vintage όλα είναι νέα ξανά. Πούλησε εύκολα και κέρδισε ξανά.
break. A very long break. It was now December, and the game received a Christmas theme to it. Nevertheless, after doing some of their Christmas event, I returned back to Ring 2 to attempt cows once again. And it's safe to say I might have been washed. Wait, just to make sure, I don't remember, is it actually the right one? What am I doing? That took way too long. I made it past the biggest loop fail floor in the first 10 floors. But given that I haven't played in months, and with how you can argue that the entire Citadel is a loop fail simulator, did you really think I was in the clear? Come on. Bro, I hate that so much! Dude, what is that gameplay? Sure you noticed the It's this jump right here. It's this jump right here that messes up me every time.
Treat it like a 10 stud up around, but then just like hold W around the 9th stud.
Oh my!
Nice.
That's the first time I didn't fail that one.
I told you you'd make it, dude.
8 days. It took me 8 days to first try the entire cyan floor. And you can see right here that I was so nervous from that last button that I couldn't even get back inside for a moment. With floor 19 complete, I was essentially back at floor 21, which I'm sure you remember that I didn't have a good experience here last time. But this time, I was able to reach there, so I'm surprised. Fully approaching.
But calm down.
Bro! Oh, come on! Oh, that one actually pisses me off. God! Bro! I'm just gonna fail every jump!
Calm down.
I feel like Puss in Boots right now. I just know that I'm gonna eventually fail 23 outside, and it's just a matter of time. Oh. I am kinda nearing my breaking point, I'm not gonna lie, but...
You're gonna win, don't worry about it. You got momentum yet, clearly.
Like,
I'm assuming that if you like somehow fall like outside all the way down, you're just gonna end it right there.
Yep. With every time I fell back down to 21, I've dreaded doing floor 23s outside more and more. I got more nervous, and if I didn't make substantial progress soon, I feel like it was only a matter of time.
That don't granted.
Then I would never forgive the only me throughout this for the first time. And for the sake of my sanity, I could not start back at square one again. Really, bruh? I want to like give myself like a compliment on like some of the floors I've been doing pretty consistently. And I know the moment I say it, I'm gonna fail it. Oh, you... Dude! Okay, I guess I just got teleported up. What? How creative this floor is. 3 head hitters, 3 wraps. It's just the same kind of jump every single time. It's dead. It is dead. Who finds this enjoyable? It's nothing but Citadel. It's so bad. I can't who made the Citadel so I know who to block from Roblox? Who finds this enjoyable? It's nothing but garbage! I'll show you Racket Strategy, alright? Because I'll never play this Citadel again. I'll never play it again. It is the worst thing I've ever played in this game, and I can't recommend anyone playing this ever. It's so bad. It is. I'd rather play Tower of Deep Darkness 3 times than do the Citadel. I'm done. I'm done. Nope, I'm done. I know what you're probably thinking. If I said I wasn't playing the Citadel again, why isn't the video over? Well, it's like what I said earlier. I made it to one of the last jumps on day 5 twice, and from that point on, if I quit, then I don't think I would ever let that go. Now frankly, I'm tired of playing through the Citadel over and over, and by now, you're probably just as tired watching me play through it. However, how about we go through it, from the beginning, one last time. I'm in right now, but I've it's finally over, dude. Oh my god. It's been 200th tower as well. Oh my goodness, that took so long.
A new Forsaken teaser just dropped, and here's what we can tell. First of all, York's resting place appears to
How long did that take?
Όντως βοηθάει.
Two truths and a lie, but a forsaken. Can you spot the fake? Let's begin. First, when Builderman builds his two truths and a lie, but a forsaken. Let's begin. First, when Builderman builds his